GloRilla, let's talk about it.
This is what you do when you've just found that statement handbag on eBay and you want to build an entire wardrobe around it. You start selling to keep buying. Yep, on eBay. Over that all-black everything phase? List it and buy all the color. Feeling more vintage than ever? It's out with the new and in with the pre-loved. Next thing you know, you've refreshed your wardrobe basically without spending a dime. Yeah, eBay, the place to buy and sell new, pre-loved, vintage, and rare fashion.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Review Season 10. I'm back with another gosh darn dang episode. And I said I was going to do Future on Saturday, but I changed my mind because I saw GloRilla drop. And you know we got to cover GloRilla. We've been covering GloRilla all summer. We've been covering Megan Thee Stallion. We've been covering Cardi B. We've been covering all these artists all summer, and they've been absolutely killing it. Guys, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Hey, look guys, absolutely, GloRilla, as I'm always going to say this, is one of my favorite rappers right now that's absolutely been killing it. She has a really good, unique voice, great flow, has a good eye for good beats and good hits. I mean, guys, GloRilla is the main package here. I love GloRilla, one of the best rappers that I've been covering for a very long time now. For a couple of years now, I've been covering GloRilla, and she's killed it every single time that I've done reviews for her. And we're going to keep doing reviews for her, because she's absolutely going crazy as usual. She dropped a new song called Hollon, and we're going to be covering, guys. So I got a couple of points I want to get off my chest. Before we get started, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications. We're going to be dropping content all week. And this is actually a double upload, so after this episode, go check out the Bad Bunny episode. And yeah, guys, let's get this started talking about Hollon.
With Amex Platinum, you can really be in the now. Access to Resi Priority Notify. Yes! 4 p.m. checkout with fine hotels and resorts booked through Amex Travel.
We needed this.
And dedicated card member entrances at select events.
Let's go!
Means you can focus on the present moment. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex. Card member entrance access not limited to Amex Platinum Card.
This is what you do when you've just found that statement handbag on eBay and you want to build an entire wardrobe around it. You start selling to keep buying. Yep, on eBay. Over that all-black everything phase? List it and buy all the color. Feeling more vintage than ever? It's out with the new and in with the pre-loved. Next thing you know, you've refreshed your wardrobe basically without spending a dime. Yeah, eBay, the place to buy and sell new, pre-loved, vintage, and rare fashion.
George Clooney and Brad Pitt's new movie, Wolves, is on Apple TV Plus September 27th.
That's where I want you to be now.
So if you want to see George Clooney and Brad Pitt, go to Apple TV Plus.
You got to start the story there.
Or if you want to see Brad Pitt and George Clooney, go to Apple TV Plus.
I am enjoying the show.
And if you want to see their new movie, Wolves,
You can't do it, I'm going to help you out. I can do it, so do it.
definitely go to Apple TV Plus.
Admit it, it's cool. Okay, fine, it was very cool.
Wolves, streaming September 27th on Apple TV Plus. Rated R.
Earning your degree online doesn't mean you have to go about it alone. At Capella University, we're here to support you when you're ready. From enrollment counselors who get to know you and your goals, to academic coaches who can help you form a plan to stay on track. We care about your success and are dedicated to helping you pursue your goals. Going back to school is a big step, but having support at every step of your academic journey can make a big difference. Imagine your future differently at capella.edu.
I got a couple of points, starting off with number one. I really enjoy this beat. This beat is absolutely fire. It's kind of this kind of club slash kind of like, it's a club slash sample type beat. It's actually a lot of rappers have been doing the sample type beats. It's one of the ways they really get a good hit going. And I think this is one of those examples where it's actually used pretty good. The production absolutely goes really good. It's got those kind of nice background vocals from the sample. And it's just a really fun kind of club banger type beat. Great beat. Enjoy the beat. My second point, too, is that I really enjoy GloRilla on here. I think the verses here are top-notch, top-quality, really good fire verses, in my opinion. I think she comes on here absolutely swinging, sounding the best on here, and also we're gonna get into it later, but really good switch ups too, not just flow wise, but also vocal wise and everything here. And I'm just kind of looking at this and I'm going, yeah, this is one of those ones. You know, when you hear a song, you just go, yep. It's one of those ones that are definitely going to pop off and go crazy because it just has that really quality ear sound to it. And it's one of those songs where I could see this song blowing up on TikTok or something. It's definitely one of those. It absolutely goes hard. 110%. Now, my third point too, I actually think the hook here is actually used pretty good. Now, it is one of those hooks that you kind of just throw the sample on, and then you kind of just do your own rap verses. Jack Harlow did that. NLE Chop has been doing that. It's the new meta these days. A lot of people have been doing that. But I think this is one of those examples where it's actually done pretty alright. I'm not really looking at this and I'm going, do I dislike this or nothing like that? Is this like really generic? Is this kind of just, using the sample and not doing anything with it like a lot of like other, rappers have been doing lately with those stuff? I don't think it's that at all. I think this is actually one of those examples where the sample of the hook actually goes well with the overall song. It doesn't really feel out of place. And it doesn't really feel out of place when GloRilla starts her verse off too, which I really enjoy. And I'm glad. I really am glad because, guys, I'm so tired of, NLE Choppa or, honestly, name every other rapper that's been doing this shit, to be honest with you. But this is one of those examples where I think it's done right. Alright, guys, that's the Cliff Notes. But let's really dive in. Let's really go everything. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about here. And let's do this, guys. GloRilla, Hollon, let's talk about the beat. Like I said, guys, I think this beat is really good. It's kind of this kind of hard, bouncy. It's using that sample too, and with those background vocals in the back just make the beat absolutely pop off. I really enjoy that. I think this beat absolutely goes hard. It's kind of this kind of club banger type beat, and it's got a lot of unique elements in this beat that I really like. I just really like overall the production of the sound. I think the production here absolutely goes crazy. The production's really fun, and I don't think it's going to get boring to you at all. I think this is one of those things where I think, guys, the production is like A tier. A tier on the production, guys. Production absolutely A tier. I love the production.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. With over 122 million parts, you can make sure your number one ride or die stays running smoothly. Brake kits, LED headlights, bumpers, whatever your baby needs, eBay Motors has it. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, it's guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time. Plus, at these prices, you're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only, exclusions apply.
How do stop losses work on Kraken? Let's say I have a birthday party on Wednesday night, but an important meeting Thursday morning. So Sensible Me pre-books a taxi for 10 p.m. with alerts. Voila! I won't be getting carried away and staying out till 2. That's stop loss orders on Kraken, an easy way to plan ahead. Go to kraken.com and see what crypto can be. Not investment advice. Crypto trading involves risk of loss. Cryptocurrency services are provided to U.S. and U.S. territory customers by Payward Interactive Inc., PWI, DBA Kraken. View PWI's disclosures at kraken.com/legal/disclosures.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You might say all kinds of stuff when things go wrong, but these are the words you really need to remember. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They've got options to fit your unique insurance needs, meaning you can talk to your agent to choose the coverage you need, have coverage options to protect the things you value most, file a claim right on the State Farm mobile app, and even reach a real person when you need to talk to someone. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I love how bouncy it is. I like how addicting the production is. And when you have addicting production like that, you're just going to want to play this song all the time. And guys, the production's really good. It's a nice club banger type beat. Now, the hook. I will say this. The hook is okay. It's the basic let the sample play in the rap song. It's fun. It sounds good. Like I said, it's not out of place. And, it's a lot better than what I've heard from other songs that just kind of throw this song on and just call it a day. I think this is actually done pretty well. It's not, like, too much. And two, I like this, too. It's not being overplayed. I think a lot of hooks, like NLE Choppa's, like, It's Getting Hot in Here, his, like, rendition of the fucking rendition of his song, I think he overplayed that hook like 3 or 4 times. And it was kind of like, alright, you're just kind of using this as a crutch. This hook is only played like a couple of times, which I really enjoy, and I think that just makes this song overall way better. And I think when you can do that, and you can go, okay, I don't need to play this hook 5 times in this song, my verses are going to carry the song to the end.
If you send hey, they send hey. But with opening moves on Bumble, you can get to better chats faster. Because if you send most underrated summer activity, they send eating spicy soup in front of the air conditioner on full blast. And that's something you can work with. You're still making the first move, but you can choose a question or write your own to get sent to all your matches. So you can relax and see what they come back with. Download Bumble and try it for yourself.
I think when it's like that, I think I'm okay with sample stuff like this being used. And I think it's one of those things where I think this is a really good way to use it. Because it's not relying on the hook. It's not at all. Because honestly, the hook is pretty fucking basic. The hook is not, there's nothing to the hook at all, to be honest with you. It's just kind of that same kind of sample vocal track, and then the beat just kind of, bouncing and banging and banging and banging on your ears, But, it is like, your grandma making a homemade chicken pot pie. It's fucking good as hell. It's simple. It's simple to the point, but it absolutely hits. And that's how I'm feeling about this hook. It's simple to the point, but I think it hits really well. And I like that. I 100% like that. And I'm glad GloRilla's not just using this as a crutch. I really enjoy that. And it makes me want to listen to the song even more. So, the hook is okay. And the hook is not the best. But I do think it gets the job done, and I think it's actually used pretty well here. And it's not overplayed. It's not fucking played 5 times. It's not gonna fucking, just try to get nostalgia bait. It's.
With supply chains becoming more complex, you need to stay on top of the latest logistics developments. So if you work with logistics, you need the Beyond the Box podcast from Maersk. It's the easy way to keep up to date with everything from digital disruption in logistics to the need for supply chain resilience in today's market. Find out more and keep ahead of the game with the Beyond the Box podcast on logistics insights at maersk.com/insights.
Dealing with mental health can be hard. All the influencers' posts, articles, podcasts, tips about what to do, what not to do, silence retreats, yoga retreats. My friends tell me to take some me time. My mom says I need a boyfriend. Therapy? Impossible without insurance. Even with, it's expensive.
United Healthcare can help make getting mental health care easier. With Mental Health Complete Plus, provided by Teladoc Health. Unlimited virtual sessions, only $59.99 a month. Visit mentalhealthcomplete.com to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by Skinny Pop Popcorn. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Oh, so light and crunchy. Skinny Pop Original Popcorn is the snack you've been searching for. Made with just 3 simple ingredients: popcorn kernels, sunflower oil, and salt. Snacking never felt or tasted so good. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Give yourself permission to snack and pick up Skinny Pop Original Popcorn today.
Not one of those things. I think this is an example where it's absolutely done right. And I think that's really, really good. So, good on GloRilla for doing that. I'm glad she didn't, take the NLE chopper route with this. And I'm glad. I'm definitely glad. Now, let's talk about the verses. The verses, guys, this is where the song really picks up. Because at this point, as I'm talking about this song, I've talked about the production and the hook. The verses, guys, there's 2 verses in this song, and the verses are absolutely top-notch. They're some of the best parts about this song. The verses are top-notch, great flow, nice flow switches, too. I'm always going to advocate for songs to have good flow switches, because good flow switches means I'm going to come back and listen to the song over and over and over again. And when you can do that, and when you can really, drop the ball, when you don't drop the ball on the flow switches and you actually deliver good flow switches, it's just going to make me want to keep coming back and keep listening, which I really enjoy that. Good flow switches and We even have some vocal switch-ups too, which is, pretty underrated for a lot of rappers these days. A lot of rappers don't be doing a lot of vocal switch-ups. But we actually got some vocal switch-ups too, and when you have vocal switch-ups and flow switch-ups, that's just going to make the verses absolutely hit. I think the verses are really good. The first verse is really good. The second verse is really good. Now, I will say this, though. I don't know why the second verse kind of just ended interruptedly, and then the song kind of just end. I didn't really like that. But for what this is, I think she killed it. Overall, guys, she killed it. Not much to say here. She overall killed it. The flow, the verses I really enjoyed, guys. So, guys, the beat's good. The hook's good. The verses are good. Guys, what are you doing right now? Go listen to this fucking song right now. Right now. Overall, this is a really good song. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, what did you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I'll see y'all later. You'll have a good one. Go check out the next episode. We're going to be reviewing Bad Bunny. I'll see y'all later. Bye.